On Thursday, May 8th, the EU threatened to impose tariffs on US cars, planes, and other products worth €95 billion, or $107 billion, if talks with President Donald Trump's team fail to prevent a trade war. The European Commission also said it would file a complaint with the World Trade Organization, or WTO, over Trump's heavy tariffs on the EU. In April, Trump announced a 20% reciprocal tariff on most EU goods but delayed it until July, along with higher duties on many other countries. However, a 10% baseline tariff on imports from the EU and others remains in place. The EU wants to avoid a full trade war by reaching a deal but is ready to retaliate if Trump reimposes his tariffs. EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen stressed the bloc's commitment to finding a negotiated solution that benefits consumers and businesses on both sides. Trump has also introduced 25% tariffs on steel, aluminum, and cars. The EU had planned to retaliate with tariffs worth €21 billion, but paused them until July 14th to allow more talks. The larger list announced Thursday targets Trump's reciprocal tariffs and aims to pressure the US into a deal. There is some hope after Trump reached a trade agreement with Britain, his first since starting the tariff measures. The EU's 218-page list includes US-made aircraft, cars, human hair, nuts, fruit, plastics, chemicals, electrical goods, and bourbon whiskey, which was previously excluded to protect European wine and spirits. Planes and cars are among the highest value targets, worth €10.5 billion and over €12 billion respectively. Plastics and chemicals, worth €12.9 billion, are also included. The EU has warned it may take stronger steps, including targeting US big tech companies. All options remain on the table, a senior EU official said. Trump's April 2nd announcement of tariffs on many countries, including allies like the EU and China, caused global market turmoil before a 90-day pause for negotiations. EU officials have held talks in Washington but seen little progress. Meanwhile, the EU plans to soon launch a WTO dispute over the auto tariffs and 20% duties, calling them violations of WTO rules. EU Trade Chief Maros Sefcovic told the European Parliament that 70% of the EU's exports face tariffs of 10 to 25%. With ongoing US probes into sectors like pharmaceuticals and lumber, about €549 billion, which is 97% of EU exports to the US, could eventually be affected.